Now it's 6:30, 1, 2, 3 semi-wrecks on the road. We're watching all the road issues this morning. Darby's traffic, that traffic impact for you.
Also, the baby handed over to Houston firefighters is safe this morning with grandma. Coming up, we'll tell you what happened here and why Texas safe haven laws don't apply.
A billing snafu from TxDOT and EasyTag. What drivers need to know about the error and what's being done to fix it.
And J.J. Watt takes on a new frontier, space. Coming up, how number 99 surprised the Johnson Space Center, and we're sharing your take.
KHOU 11 News this morning starts now.
Good morning, I'm Lisa Hernandez.
And I'm Russ Lewis. Welcome. It's Tuesday. It's start of a new month. It's May 1st, 6:30 is our time. This morning, we want your take on teenagers and social media. There's a new editorial in Pediatrics, that's a medical journal, and it's calling for doctors now to start asking teenagers about their social media use during the yearly checkup when they go in. Would you feel comfortable with your teenager going in and a doctor asking about that?
Let us know what you think at khou.com/vote now. And while you do that, let's send on over to Cheetah Craft for a look at our Tuesday forecast.
Well, good morning. Get ready for the humidity. That's the first thing I want to give you here this morning. A little piece of advice. Air conditioning needed. Already 70s in place for your Tuesday morning commute. Now, this is a live look over Minute Maid. And what's interesting, they've got the roof open. I think by this afternoon, it's going to be closed. The humidity is going to be even higher today compared to yesterday, and because of that we will continue to see the clouds in place. So 70s this morning, building to 83 by your afternoon, 83 and high humidity. Darby, we'll talk more about your weekend rain chances coming up next.
All right, see you in a few minutes, Cheetah. All right, out the door, and then there were two. What do I mean? Well, there were accidents involving 3 18-wheelers. We've gotten rid of one on Old Beaumont Highway eastbound South Lake Houston Parkway. An accident with an 18-wheeler is cleared, and traffic has recovered through that area. At least that's what it looks like. 610, the East Loop northbound exit ramp to Clinton. An overturned 18-wheeler on that looping ramp. Boom, he fell over on his side. You can see with our Houston TransStar shot. Well, they're moving it. There he was, though. But that ramp's completely blocked off. A lost load of fertilizer. They're coming back. You can see the lost load of fertilizer here, but now we have 2 heavy-duty records on the scene. They're trying to get that thing uprighted, but until then, you've got to go to Market Street and use Market Street U-turn as your alternate route. You can go to my Twitter page, Facebook page. I got all the details there. Then there's this one, the East Tex Freeway northbound ramp to the North Loop westbound heading towards the Hardy Toll Road. Overturned 18-wheeler here with a lost load of beer. Michelle Choi is on the scene here. She's going to give us an update in just a second. And Michelle, have we figured out what kind of beer it is yet?
Hey Darby, you know, it's kind of hard to hear, but I can tell you it's not every morning I get to stand next to a semi that's overturned this close. But hey, they just brought the cranes in. They're actually going to lift this semi truck up right at this time. Police are telling us basically what happened was the driver was rounding this curve a little too fast and rolled his truck. Good news is that driver is okay. He is on scene right now. We got to talk to him for a little bit. He's a little shaken, but he's gonna be okay. As far as the hazmat crew, they're here on the other side. A little bit of the oil spilled and a lot of beer, and I can tell you it smells like a lot of beer, but good news is this is gonna be cleared up in the next hour or so. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Michelle. It's 6:33. A Dallas police officer killed in the line of duty will be laid to rest later today. Officer Rogelio Santander and his partner were shot at a Home Depot. His partner, she remains in critical condition. The suspected gunman is behind bars this morning. He is charged with capital murder.
Reporter Hannah Davis joins us from the Cathedral of Guadalupe in downtown Dallas, where people honored that fallen officer at last night's viewing.
This morning, Officer Santander's body is still here at the Cathedral Guadalupe, but soon it will be on its way to his final resting place as thousands get ready to line the streets to honor a fallen officer. The honors already began yesterday when people came to downtown Dallas to pay their respects. There was a private mass earlier in the day, followed by a public visitation. Church leaders say the family knows that Santander dedicated his life to the public, so it's only fitting that the public is able to say goodbye as well. At 8 a.m. today, his body will be escorted to a church in Rockwell, Texas, a venue big enough for the large crowd. We're told 2 to 3, maybe 4,000 people will be here. His funeral will begin at 11. Then Santander will make his way to the Garden of Honor at Restland Cemetery to be buried. And yesterday, I spoke with church leaders who say that police officers from across the country have come into Dallas to honor this fallen officer, who we will say goodbye to later today. Reporting in Dallas, Hannah Davis.
A woman has her grandchild back this morning after the child's father dropped his 9-month-old baby off at a Houston fire station. Brandy Smith is here to explain how the story led to a big discussion of the state's safe haven law. And Brandy, it doesn't apply to this case.
It doesn't, Lisa, but that's a question a lot of people had on Facebook when we posted the story. Take a look. Donna says, why are y'all reporting this? This is supposed to be a safe haven, no questions asked. And Hannah posts, I thought the whole point was that you can drop your baby off with no warning or questions asked at a fire station if you feel you can't care for them. Well, Texas does have a baby Moses law allowing babies to be dropped off at safe havens like a fire station or hospital, but here's the big but. The baby has to be 60 days or younger, and you have to hand it over to an employee. You can't just leave it outside. Here's what we know about what happened yesterday. Houston Fire Department managers say the man drove to a fire station in the 7200 block of Cook Road. He asked a firefighter whether they could take the baby. That firefighter said yes, took the child, and asked the man when he was coming back. The man didn't answer, but stopped by later to drop off a car seat. Now, we've since learned the man took the child from the grandmother, who's the legal guardian, while she was tending to other kids. She says she spoke with her son earlier, told him he needed to take care of his child. We have more information, by the way, online about the baby Moses law, including a hotline to call if you need help. Russ.
Thank you, Brandy. At 6:36 now, topping your morning rush here for a Tuesday. Firefighters in Brazil battled some big flames overnight that caused a building to collapse. And you can watch, there it goes. This is in Sao Paulo. The building had reportedly been abandoned for years, but now those flames, we're told, are spreading to nearby buildings in that city. President Trump looking over Israeli intelligence that claims Iran covered up its secret nuclear weapons program, and that information will likely impact the president's decision to possibly withdraw from the Iran nuclear deal that was worked out 3 years ago. This is the weird story of the morning. A Brownsville zoo is caring for a tiger cub after it was found stuffed in a duffel bag at the U.S.-Mexico border. Federal agents say that the bag was dropped by 3 people they caught trying to enter the country illegally. The tiger is believed to be about 3 months old. Astros pitcher Charlie Morton helped the Astros put an end to the Yankees' 9-game winning streak. This was a good one. The Stros won at 2-1 last night at Minute Maid. Same teams again tonight. First pitch at 7:10. Go Stros. How about one more against New York, Lisa?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Thanks, Russ. A lot of drivers who use the Grand Park Tollway are upset and confused this morning after getting bills they shouldn't have. Now it's got a lot of you talking on our Facebook page. Janelle Ford is on the Grand Parkway this morning. So Janelle, what is TxDOT telling drivers they should do here?
Well, they're actually telling drivers that if you got one of those bills, you can go ahead and ignore them. There's a glitch in the system, and it's making it so that the Easy Pass isn't so easy. It's a billing snafu that's got people pretty fired up. Yesterday, a number of drivers got emails from TxDOT saying they erroneously sent them a bill.
Don't get frustrated. We hear you. We're going to resolve, and you will hear from us.
The problem, TxDOT and EasyTag are not connected. Essentially, TxDOT runs the state tollways, and EasyTag is designed for tollways in Harris County. In an attempt to make things easier for drivers, the two partnered up, decided to let EasyTag handle billing for both instead of making every custodian get 2 tags. The source of this issue is that since the beginning of the year, TxDOT technology hasn't always been reading EasyTags. Although the Harris County Toll Authority reps say they're working to fix the problem, many toll tag users are not having it. In our Facebook comments, we got an array of reactions. Some took jabs at TxDOT. One comment reads, TxDOT is run by and for idiots. If you have an IQ over 9, you can't work or be associated with TxDOT. Others just want to know how to get the problem resolved. Yolanda wrote, I got one. How can I fix it? While Claudia said, yep, paid over $300 already. Hope I get it back. Yep, so we're here on the Grand Parkway. That's where the majority of those erroneous bills went out to drivers who drive this roadway. So here's what to do if you got one of those bills. If you're in good standing with EasyTag and still get a TxDOT bill, the toll authority says you can ignore it. But if you've gone ahead, you've already paid that, TxDOT says that they will either refund you that money or they will credit it to a toll that hasn't been paid yet. Standing for Houston, Janelle Ford, KHOU 11 News.
Okay, well, the one thing you need to know in weather here, we are starting off with really high humidity. We have a few showers probably going to roll into the hill country today, but what I'm tracking for you is our next cold front. You may be thinking, hallelujah, tell us more about a cold front. It's not going to drop your temperatures a whole lot, but it will add weekend rain chances. Details, Darby, coming up next.
All right, Cheetah, and the one thing you need to know in traffic is Budweiser. That was on the 18-wheeler that's overturned here on 69, the East Texas Freeway northbound ramp to the North Loop westbound. They're trying to get it uprighted. They got a lot of cleanup to do, so you can see traffic's being forced off to the North Loop going eastbound, and it's a parking lot. You might be better off staying on 69 northbound, go all the way up to Lower Copy and U-turn as your alternate route. Details are on my Facebook and my Twitter page.
Okay, thank you, Darby.
It is 6:40 right now. Austin City Limits organizers gearing up to release this year's lineup today, but have they already left some clues for fans?
At the laundromat, apparently.
Apparently, yeah.
All right, J.J. Watt goes all out for his fans. We know that. So it's no surprise that his most recent trip was out of this world.
The big yellow school bus. It's how thousands of Houston students get to and from class every day. So why are millions being spent for some kids to board luxury charter buses?
That's a big waste. If you're getting kids to school, how is it a waste of money?
KHOU stands for Houston by tracking down how your tax dollars are spent.
As a taxpayer, how does that make you feel?
Very frustrated and very angry.
KHOU 11 investigates. Tonight on KHOU 11 News at 10.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Katie Furniture.
The 2018 Cadillac XT5.
Worship me.
Beauty. Greater than the sum of its parts.
Get this low mileage lease on this 2018 Cadillac XT5 from around $349 per month.
Patiently, quietly, faithfully, worship me.
The Texas heat will be here soon. Beat the rush this spring with an AC tune-up. Call today for our $59 AC tune-up special.
We've provided trusted service to Greater Houston for over 70 years. Village Plumbing and Air. Call 713 Repairs.
Free tickets, Houston Women's Expo, May 5th and 6th, GRB Convention Center. Shopping, free massages, beauty treatments, crafting, plus Victoria Osteen, Kenya Moore, Julie Chrisley, Rashida, and MC Light. Free tickets at HoustonWomen'sExpo.com/TV. That's HoustonWomen'sExpo.com/TV.
Insurance is designed to provide reinsurance in times when you need it. It can be reassuring to have a helping hand. If you're seeking value, expertise, and advice for your car and home insurance, it's time to call Standard Insurance. Standard offers the ability to buy your car and home insurance over the phone, online, or in any of our convenient 17 branch locations. So join thousands of other Texans and start enjoying better rates today. Call Standard.
Don't delay, call Standard today.
Mississippi runs deep, so dive in deep at visitmississippi.org.
See the weather all across the Houston area and right in your own neighborhood with WeatherBug.
There are dozens of WeatherBug cameras, so you can check the weather wherever you are and see what's happening live.
Stay informed with WeatherBug, only on KHOU 11.
The Texas heat will be here soon. Beat the rush this spring with an AC tune-up. Call today for our $59 AC tune-up special.
We've provided trusted service to Greater Houston for over 70 years. Village Plumbing and Air. Call 713 Repairs.
Coming up here on 644, and it's time for your speed feed. FYI, this morning we'll find out the lineup for this year's ACL Music Festival, but many fans are speculating that the organizers would post a few clues last night on Facebook Live. It shows folks taking band t-shirts out of the dryer. That's pretty cool. The bands include The National, Khalid, and Metallica. We'll know for sure at 10 o'clock when tickets go on sale today. We are laughing at this. The stars of Avengers Infinity War laughing at themselves on Jimmy Kimmel's mean tweets. Take a look.
Benedict Cumberbatch always looks like he's had an allergic reaction to bad shrimp.
Also, while I'm comparing old men to reptiles, ever notice
that Samuel L. Jackson looks like a snapping turtle.
All right, they're good sports about it. Avengers Infinity War is currently #1 at the box office, so they have the last laugh, okay? And finally, right now, a lot of people talking about figure skater Tanya Harding's performance on Dancing with the Stars. Take a look.
Who knows what miracles you can achieve?
She was 1 point away from the top of the scoreboard in the all-athletes competition. Ice skater Adam Rippon and football player Josh Norman are leading right now. But go, Tanya.
You're doing well.
Go for it.
Figure skaters are typically, you know, graceful and dancing.
Yes.
She's athletic too. I don't know.
As an
Yes.
you're saying that she has
her,
a
like, the
chance?
whole
I think she can win it.
This is out of my realm. Yeah, out of my realm.
I don't know. You know, I think those people make it look so easy.
I
You know, the really
agree.
good ones. So then when you actually see just, you know, a person dancing, you're like, oh,
Right.
not that good. You know, but it's like just because they haven't been doing it since they were like 2. I
The
guess.
pros
I
are
don't know.
amazing.
They
The
really
pros
are.
amazing.
Their bodies,
I
their
know all of
dance.
it.
Anyway, let's
All
talk
of
about
it.
the weather.
Okay.
That's hot. We're getting hotter. It's going to be muggy out there, cloudy skies. Is that a segue? Probably not. All right, temperatures. Darby, we know you hot. You keep it hot every day. You keep it 100. All right, 70s this morning. We're going to continue to see this heat build in, and because of the cloud cover, the cloud kind of traps the heat, and that's why temperatures are going to continue to even get a little bit warmer overnight. So it's not only your afternoon high temperatures that you're going to be dealing with the heat, it's also for your morning commute. So cloudy skies in place, a little peak of that sunshine here and there. Temperatures nearing 80 by lunchtime today, 83 for your afternoon highs. But yeah, all in all, today will be warmer than yesterday. Our overnight lows are and our afternoon high temperatures. As far as the pollen goes, it's still pretty heavy, especially your tree and your grass pollen. But the ragweed knocked down just a little smidge yesterday. So we're at moderate levels with your ragweed and your mold spores. Hopefully by Thursday, where we've had consistent days with winds out of the southeast, maybe that pollen will continue to drop. So we'll continue to monitor that and update you with the latest. Live look over downtown this morning. Humidity is here. It is in the form of the cloud cover. That's why only a few breaks in the clouds today with some of that sunshine today. Slight rain chance through Friday, but it will be our Saturday forecast that it looks to be the most promising and potentially heavy rain at that. Cold front arrives Friday evening, overnight into Saturday. We'll have to watch and see how slowly this cold front moves. You know, if it moves pretty quickly, well, then our rain chances, the accumulation will lower. But if it stalls out, if it lingers throughout the day, that's when the accumulation will bump up. So 83 today, steady southeast winds, and then the best rain chance over the next 7 days will be on Saturday. Darby with all the action going on this morning.
We got plenty of action on the roadways. Good morning to you. If you're walking out the door, all right, just a reminder to you, an accident with an 18-wheeler did clear on Old Beaumont Highway eastbound, South Lake Houston Parkway. Shouldn't have any problems getting through there. 610, the East Loop northbound exit ramp to Clinton. You know that ramp that loops around. 18-wheeler going too fast on the ramp. Whoop, tumped over, carrying a bunch of fertilizer. It spilled out here. You can see you got 2 heavy-duty wreckers on the scene here trying to hook this guy up. They'll try and get him uprighted. Then the process of cleaning up the mess comes. So the exit ramp's blocked, probably will be most of the morning. Just go up to Market Street and you can use that as your alternate route. And again, you can go to my Twitter page and my Facebook page. I've got all the details there. Then our big story as well is did they move it or did I just punch in the wrong camera? Hang on. Well, it's the East Texas Freeway. 69 as you head northbound, the exit ramp to go to 610 westbound towards a Hardy Toward and I-45. Have an overturned 18-wheeler carrying a lost load of Budweiser. And so we've got to get wreckers on the scene there, upright this, clean up that mess. Plus you got spilt fuel out there. So it's a big mess. The ramp's blocked off. Here's what you need to know. See this ramp here? That goes to 610 eastbound. Nobody's moving on that ramp, and you've got to go all the way over to Lockwood to get around it. You're much better off if you're going through here. Stay northbound, go up to Cross Timbers and U-turn. You can access 610 that way. And of course, again, you can go to my Twitter page and my Facebook page. All the details are there.
Where are the Clydesdales? That's what I want to
Don't know.
Bring them in.
They're en route. J.J. Watt has done it again, proving he'll do just about anything for his fans.
Yeah, Doug Deloney's here with his out-of-the-world surprise at the Johnson Space Center. Doug?
Yeah, like the rest of us, the head of the Johnson Space Center is a big Texans fan and an even bigger J.J. Watt fan, so her staff surprised her. They celebrated her birthday and retirement with, get this, a visit from number 99 himself, J.J. Watt, posing for pictures with Ellen Ochoa and recognizing her for her accomplishments. Ochoa was the first Hispanic woman to ever go into space, and she completed 4 shuttle missions before becoming director of the Johnson Space Center in 2012. J.J. later retweeted a lot of these photos, including the photos where he posed with her there, and also tweeting with some comments saying, thank you for all of your incredible work and your hospitality. Enjoy a great birthday and a retirement. Natasha tweeting Ellen Ochoa saying, that is wonderful. Thank you for being a shining example to young girls everywhere. Someone else saying, oh my goodness, you are so lucky. Meeting JJ is #1 on my bucket list. By the way, JJ didn't just pose for pictures. He actually had a little fun over there. Looks like he got strapped in some of the training equipment, making some repairs on probably a mock-up space, the space station or something. Just don't fall there, JJ. We really need you. A lot of ladies catching this little glimpse, though. Take a look in the corner over here in some of the photos. That's KHOU of the Houston Dash. JJ's girlfriend going along there and going to the space center. A lot of women were pointing that out, saying, does she have to go everywhere he goes?
She says yes.
Yes,
yes
she
I
does.
do.
Exactly. It was really cool. You know, some companies, you spend decades there, you might get a cake, you might get a gold watch.
Right?
I don't think the federal government gives out gold watches, but a visit from JJ and getting to spend the day with him, that's pretty cool.
I've met Ellen Ochoa. She deserves a visit
Absolutely.
from JJ. She's a remarkable woman.
Right.
That's awesome.
Wish her the best.